Hi there and welcome to another video from Max Revs. If you want to get straight to the content of this video, jump to the time code over here. I know sometimes you click on these YouTube videos, the title's great, you click on it and you're just fast forwarding trying to get to the bit that you really want. So if you only want to care about the running costs, jump to this time over here. If you're one of my subscribers, I just thought I'd quickly take some time out to say, hey, thank you. I started this channel just to kind of get out some of the creativity that was locked up inside of me that wasn't coming out as part of my day job. Got the Porsche Cayman, wanted to share that with you. Beautiful car, as you know, the supercar for the masses. And yeah, I just thought I really wanted to say thank you. We're up to 400 subscribers now. I know I said it wasn't actually one of my goals to actually get a subscriber count, but there's something really rewarding about sharing something that you really enjoy with sort of people out there. And the comments are great. I've had some really good comments on my most popular video being the Porsche Cayman Buyer's Guide. So yeah, thank you. Keep up the good work. And wow, what the hell was that? I think that's just my GoPro that's gone nuts. We're going to need to use that later on. I'll leave that down there for a moment. Okay, so let's get down to the content of this video. You want to know how much it costs to run a Porsche Cayman. Now in my case, it's a 987 Gen 2. So I've got a whole bunch of invoices over here which were given to me when I bought the car. I bought the car a year ago and it's coming up to its first MOT, which in the US, it's basically you get an annual inspection to make sure your car's roadworthy every year. So let's just go through these invoices and go through some real costs of what it takes to service your car. Now, these have all been done at a Porsche main dealer. I'll probably may not continue that. We'll see how it goes. But let's just go through some of these costs right now. So my car was a 2009 Porsche Cayman. And the first time it came into a garage was here at a Porsche main dealer in 2011. And it's come in for a 20,000 mile service, which pretty much just includes oil filters, air filters, a few little sealing rings and brake fluid, £630. Now, that's £525 plus VAT, which is our sales tax. So £630 for oil and filter changes. That's pretty steep if you ask me, but that is a main dealer. So that's the price for a minor service, £630. Going on to my next invoice, I have it dated at 2012. So this is where it's basically come in for brake disc changes. So this invoice actually surprised me. Rear and front brake disc changes only. So the tyres are the same and everything. It's coming at £1,879. Now it's basically 773 for the fronts, 793 for the rears, and then they've put sales tax of £313 on top. Now, that's pretty pricey if you ask me, but I don't know what that would be when I get them changed at a local dealer, but beware, that's what a main dealer will charge you. You can sort of tell my car's had good provenance as it works. It's had a careful owner. So 2012, I've next got an invoice where he's doing touch-up paint, and he's put some Pirelli P0s in. Now, my car at the moment's got Michelin's on, which I prefer. In this case, two tyres, they look like, let's have a look, 265s. So they're probably the 265s. I'm not sure if that's the front or the rears. I'll have to check. But £524 for the tyres. Tyres and touch-up paint coming in at £643. Moving on to the next invoice. I've basically got one at 2012. The guy's got his alloys refurbished and that's coming at £200. So I do like the fact that the owner's looking after the wheels. I'd prefer if he hadn't curbed them in the first place, but at least he's looking after them. This is something that I'm actually not doing. In 2012, you'll see that this guy's actually got a set of winter wheels and tyres. So that's pretty much, and he's got Pirellis on this, so that's coming at £1,700 for them to probably keep a set of wheels and tyres for him. So he's probably switched to winter and they've kept the summer ones for him. That's £2,100. So when I bought the car, I did not get a second set of wheels. That would have been something that the previous owner probably sold off. I thought I'd mention this one. So this is it's gone through Porsche dealerships as it's come through to me. Porsche are quite specific on their battery. You need to use a Porsche branded battery. So you can see here on this checklist, everything's come out great with ticks, apart from the one item here, which is there's a non-Porsche battery in there, which Does it make much of a big deal? Probably not. Is it genuinely made by Porsche? Probably not. It's probably a Vasa battery or something like that. But I do like the fact that one of the owners, I don't know, I think this must have been his second or the third owner, you can see he's gone to a Porsche dealer and he's fitted a genuine Porsche battery. So, and the cost for that has come out £153. So what's happened here? They've changed the compressed air. They've supplied a new battery. And down here I've got the, wow, it's £3,049. So I'm not sure what's happened on this particular invoice because I've only got the back end of this one. But this is how much the battery replacements cost, and you get the little compressed air thing. So you don't get a spare tyre with a Cayman. You get a sort of some tyre sealant and compressed air, and there's a use by date on the compressed air. So that's how much the compressed air cost. Moving on to the next invoice we have. This is 2013. Basically, what have we got here? Oh, right, okay, the reason why that was quite a pricey invoice is this guy's got Porsche roadside assistance, which has come out at £1,675. It's not something I'm looking to do. Too expensive for me, and, you know, yeah, I think the Porsche is reliable enough. There we go. So 2013 is when it's got its first major service. So this is probably where we'll start to getting some spark plugs, I guess. As we can see here, we've got the same things as a minor service. So you've got the oil, filters, and a few rings and stuff. That has come in at £508. They've then done brake fluid at £125, and there we go, spark plugs. There we go. That's the extra bit you'll get in a major service. And that's come out, this is page 1. So basically the full list of work that's happened. This car's come in for a major service. It's then come in, it's got roadside assistance, and on the last page it had compressed air. That was an expensive service for this owner. It's one of the good things about buying a car with what I call provenance, is that the previous owners have really looked after their car. I mean, this car's probably had about £6,500 worth of it spent on. Another invoice, 2013, sorting out some scratches on a near seal, £425, £535. So very nice. So I thank you for looking after my car in such a nice way. It's being detailed and cared for at the moment, so I'm trying to continue with that. 2014, it's come back into another Porsche dealer, MOT, sat-nav update. It's £124, and you can see the guys switched from winter to summer wheels, and this is, there you go. So you can see that he's running Pirellis in the winter and he's running the Michelin Sports in the summer, which is a good choice because Michelins in the cold aren't really that good. It's £565, and they did a geometry check, total bill being £1,000. Now it's probably worth stressing that this is what somebody would be paying if they were going nuts on the sort of the bill, all the bells and the whistles. You don't need to swap your wheels out all the time. You don't need to be spending £1,000 just for like one of your services. So it's worth bearing that in mind. That I think one of the points I'm about to do, actually no, I'm not due a service until another year, so I'll keep you peeled with how much that's going to cost. 2015, we've come in for a minor service, which, as you get the hang of it now, it's basically oil and filters, and they'll do brake fluid. And the price for that, see, in this case, it's actually come down. So it's interesting that as the car's aged a bit, it seems that the price of this is sort of coming down a bit. £400 for the minor bits, the brake fluids at £125, and they've done an MOT for the customer, which is a fixed price thing in the UK. So all in all, what we're kind of saying is that a minor service will come in at about £500–600. Major would be about £600–700. So it's actually pretty similar there. Here's a nice one, 2015. They've swapped the wheels, and there's £416 they charge for that. I like the fact that my V-belt has been changed. So basically 6 years after the car's been running out, they have replaced the drive belt at a cost of £46, which is not a lot really. And because this was done with a wheel swap, a lot of these invoices have got high costs on there, but you'll see that he's swapping the wheels out every time at about £400 plus VAT, so about £500 it's costing him to swap his wheels out each time. And here we go. Oh, we've got another wheel swap, so the costs come down, £385, 2015. I tell you what, this owner was very religious in their swapping out of summer and winter wheels, so that does really imply that they were following exactly what the dealership said, even though that's something I'm not going to do myself. And now, coming up to the most recent invoice, you've got the fact that prior to my purchase, so I got the car in 2017, you will see it's gone outside of the Porsche dealership. So we've got a major service, spark plugs, brake fluid, that's 624 including VAT. So basically, if you don't go main dealer, that's what you'd be looking to pay. There's a breakdown of the costs over there. Labour's at 148, parts at 269. 624 for a major service, bearing in mind it won't be due another one of these for 4 years. I think that's pretty good going, actually. I'll put this camera away now. So, yeah, I hope you've got a feel there for the servicing costs of a car. The brake discs I thought were pretty expensive, £2,000 just for the front and the rear brake discs. But generally it's about, let's call it £500 for a minor service. The major service just seems to add the spark plugs on top of that. Brake fluid seems to be done every 2 years. So all in all, I'd probably say if you go, so I'm not going to go to a main dealer after this. I should get away with about 500 for a minor service and about 650 for a major. Bearing in mind the major's every 4 years and the minor's every 4 years, and you alternate in between the two. I think that's kind of a price worth paying.